Glider 8-2 Abnormal and Emergency Procedures. Let's unravel the complexities of glider-induced oscillations, starting with the intriguing influence of the tow hook position during Aerotow operations. Picture this. The towline tension, when connected to a tow hook below the glider's center of mass, can lead to uncommanded pitch oscillations. Rapid changes in towline tension, especially in turbulent air, induce alternating pitch effects. Pilots must stay vigilant, adjusting flight controls to counteract these oscillations and maintain a steady pitch attitude. Now, let's soar into the realm of self-launching gliders. These gliders, equipped with engines above the longitudinal axis, introduce a unique pitch-power relationship. Throttle changes impact the glider's pitch attitude, creating a delicate interplay between power settings and control inputs. Pilots should smoothly adjust the throttle, coordinating with flight control inputs to counteract pitch effects, especially at or near minimum controllable airspeed. Transitioning to nose-wheel-equipped gliders, we encounter oscillations during launches and landings. Bumps compressing the nose-wheel tire can lead to uncommanded pitch-ups, resulting in porpoising. To tackle this, lift the nose-wheel off the runway as soon as possible during takeoff and hold the glider off during the flare until both the main wheel and tail wheel touch simultaneously during landing. Now, let's talk about tailwheel-equipped gliders. Improper landing technique, such as a nose-down attitude, can lead to upward thrust on the main landing gear, causing the glider to become airborne unexpectedly. This scenario, combined with over-controlling the elevator, can trigger pilot-induced oscillations. To avoid this, maintain a slightly nose-up pitch attitude during the landing flare, ensuring a simultaneous and gentle contact of both main wheel and tail wheel or tail skid. Understanding these nuances is crucial for glider pilots to navigate the skies safely. Consult your glider's flight manual for specific procedures and guidelines tailored to your aircraft. Moreover, we're diving next into the intricacies of abnormal and emergency procedures during Aerotow. Picture this. You're ready for takeoff, and suddenly, the towline decides it's time for a solo flight. Fear not, we've got a playbook for these unexpected maneuvers. Let's set the scene with Panel 1. The towplane is airborne, and the glider is still on the runway. The move here is to gracefully pull the release, decelerate with the wheel brake, and maneuver to the right side of the runway. It's a choreography of control, ensuring a smooth separation. Now, consider Panel 2. The towline decides to part ways, and the runway is nowhere in sight. In this scenario, the glider pilot must act swiftly, opting for a landing ahead. Lower the nose, maintain the appropriate approach speed, and use the wheel brake judiciously. It's a performance where altitude becomes your best friend, offering more options in this unplanned descent. Switching gears to Panel 3, where altitude is abundant. A downwind landing on the departure runway becomes an option, but only if you're within gliding distance. Imagine a 180-degree turn, spoilers managing the descent path, and a higher ground speed during the flare. It's a balancing act to stop the glider before directional control falters. Now, let's talk about the language of the skies, visual signals. When mechanical gremlins strike, like uncommanded towline releases or a faltering towplane, communication is key. And what about the dreaded towing failure incidents? Reveals the rings on tow hitches, a critical connection that demands precision. Spoilers, dive brakes, and unlocked canopies, they're the distractions leading to towline breaks. Prevention lies in meticulous checklists and pre-launch discipline, ensuring a smooth ascent without unplanned releases. In our soaring journey, mastering these moves is imperative. So, fellow aviators, absorb the intricacies of abnormal Aerotow procedures. Navigate the skies with confidence, use the figures as your guide, and remember, knowledge is the wind beneath your wings. Let's continue our journey through the skies and delve into scenarios involving tow failures at different altitudes. Imagine you're cruising along at or above 800 feet above the ground. You've got some options. Panel 4 paints the picture. You could opt for a cross runway, aim into the wind on the departure runway, or gracefully land on a taxiway. Sometimes, an off-glider port, off-airport landing might be the safer call. Now, if the emergency unfolds above the traffic pattern altitude, it's a different procedure. The glider pilot needs to maneuver away from the towplane, release the towline if it's still clinging on, and make a calculated turn toward the glider port or airport. The decision? Assess the situation. Do you have enough altitude to search for lift, or is a swift return to base for landing in order? Before we glide into the intricacies of slackline situations, a quick reminder about obligations. Title 14 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Part 91, Section 91.15. Dropping objects from an aircraft should not create hazards below. Now, slack lines, that moment of reduced tension in the towline, illustrates some scenarios causing slack lines: abrupt power reductions, Aerotow descents, or glider turns inside the towplane's turn radius. Ever experienced an updraft causing a slack line? The glider, being more efficient, climbs faster, resulting in a bit of line drama. Recovery is key here. As a pilot, you've got tools in your kit. Start by slipping back into alignment with the towplane. If that doesn't cut it, gracefully engage your spoilers or dive brakes to decelerate and tidy up that slack. It's a ballet of control, ensuring you don't stress out the towline, towplane, or your glider. Now, let's talk common errors. Missing the first signs of a slack line, using the wrong procedure to fix it, or neglecting to adjust drag as the line tightens. These are the pitfalls we want to avoid. So, fellow aviators, let's be vigilant, swift in our actions, and master the art of recovery. The sky is our canvas, and with these maneuvers, we paint a masterpiece of safe and controlled flight. If you click like and subscribe and leave a comment, we will provide a coupon for a free PDF download, one of 9 ebooks. However, each individual can only download up to 1 out of 9 ebooks for free.